Hi guys, this is Pawan Hevage. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So please go and subscribe and like my channel and turn on your notifications on, please, guys. Okay. So I'm going to discuss about the current Sri Lanka cricket controversies regarding the coaches and the players and the captaincy of the players. So first of all, I want to focus mainly on the Sri Lanka batting coach, Flower, who tested positive for COVID-19 last week. So in place of him, we have Dharmika Sudarshana, who's brought in as the batting coach of Sri Lanka. So yeah, and so the topic about the foreign coaches currently in Sri Lanka. So I was really disappointed with how Mickey Arthur coached Sri Lanka recently in the England versus Sri Lanka series. I don't think there was no communication between either Kusal Janith Perera, who was the captain of Sri Lanka cricket, or Mickey Arthur. And this is why we ended up being whitewashed by England 3-0 in both the ODIs and the 2020 cricket as well. And now we are facing an India so-called second string team, as Arjuna Ranatunga says. But I think this India team is really strong, especially led by Shikhar Dhawan as captain and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar as vice captain. So it's another issue. So I expect a fight from Sri Lanka, especially in home conditions. But I still think, in my opinion, that India will beat Sri Lanka 2-1, in my opinion. Okay, moving on with Sri Lanka's captaincy dilemma. So I'll share this. Give me a sec. Never-ending Sri Lanka cricket captaincy. So we have 10 past players captain Sri Lanka since 2017, and now we have Dasun Shanaka being appointed as captain of Sri Lanka cricket, the ODI side, and Dhananjay De Silva also appointed as vice captain. So I mean, why are they changing captains like this? I mean, who's to blame? Because Sri Lanka because when Lasith Malinga left as captaincy in 2019, he appointed Dasun Shanaka as captain of the 2020 side, as we know. And then, since Dasun Shanaka had a visa issue when going to West Indies this year, Angelo Mathews had to wide his place as captaincy. And since then, they have given, after the West Indies series, they gave both KJP, Kusal Janith Perera, both the ODI and 2020 captaincy for the Bangladesh tour and the England tour. And now, since Kusal Janith Perera is not happy with what's going on currently with the Sri Lanka cricket contracts, now and Dasun Shanaka was the key figure in making those 37 players sign that Sri Lanka cricket contract, which is actually a tour contract now, since they didn't sign the central performance-based contract last month. So because of that, Sri Lanka cricket has placed faith by giving Dasun Shanaka as the captain of Sri Lanka cricket right now. So I mean, this is a very disappointing state. And moving on into journalists criticizing legends like Muttiah Muralitharan in an interview. How is this happening? I mean, how do you have the right to criticize a player like Muralitharan, who's got 800 test crickets, over 1,300 plus wickets in international cricket? I mean, where do you have the right? This is why Sri Lanka cricket has fallen, because the media is trying to trying to fall these Sri Lanka cricket players right now, the current players mentality, which is a big issue currently. And I mean, even the fans, Sri Lanka cricket fans, have to understand that currently Sri Lanka cricket is falling currently due to the domestic structure and the lack of support from these of not taking these local coaches. We have legends like Mahela, Sangha, Sanat Jayasuriya, Hashan Tilakaratne, Roshan Mahanama, We know that Sri Lanka currently has both a technical committee and an advisory committee right now. But still, we are seeing these kind of failures from the Sri Lankan cricket players. Means we are falling. Sure, because we are number 12 right now in the Cricket World Cup stages, group stage right now. We're 12th right now, and only Zimbabwe is behind us. So we have 12 points with a negative net run rate, and Zimbabwe is only just behind us in 13th. So we are at a critical stage right now. And if we don't win at least one match, if we don't beat India, I mean, there is no way that we can qualify directly for the 2023 ICC Cricket World Cup. So please, fingers crossed, at least this time Sri Lankan cricket players can actually do well against India in Colombo at R. Premadasa Stadium from this Sunday onwards. Okay, so also I will be also sharing this as well. Um, about Angelo of Marwan Atapattu's statement towards Angelo Mathews being in this side. Angelo Mathews is a very critical player. He is very critical. He is a former Sri Lankan captain. He has served Sri Lanka for more than 10 years. He has won us matches. If am not mistaken, he's 160 against England at Edgbaston in 2014, where Sri Lanka went on and won the Test ODI and 2020 series against England back in 2014. Also, Angelo Mathews has scored 300s, all three against India, and the most crucial one was that 113 against India in the 2019 ICC Cricket World Cup, which is very cool. Even though we lost that game, Angelo Mathews did a good innings. And about his bowling, we cannot forget in 2020 tour of West Indies, where he saved us by picking 4 wickets in that match in the third ODI and made us win that ODI series against West Indies 3-0 at home. And talking about fitness, about senior players like Angelo Mathews, Thisara Perera, Dinesh Chandimal, Thisara Perera, I mean, what kind of dilemma is this going on currently in Sri Lanka cricket? I mean, I cannot understand as a cricket fan of Sri Lanka on why these players are being this much criticized. And then now, even Thisara Perera has announced retirement. Angelo Mathews is considering whether he's going to retire from Sri Lanka cricket. And now Dinesh Chandimal today. Now Dinesh Chandimal today has wrote a letter to Aravind De Silva, and is asking him for consideration to him to read to clarify his future in international cricket. I mean, Chandimal, Tirimane, and Angelo Mathews were the 3 players that had to fill the void of Kumar Sangakkara, Mahela Jayawardena, and Tilakaratna Nilshan. I understand that, but I really understand that, but I know that Chandimal, Mathews, and Tirimana has slightly failed in this currently. And also with the issues of now Kusal Mendis, Danushka Gunatilaka, and Niroshan Dikwala not going to play for in international cricket for 1 year since they are banned from Sri Lanka cricket due to that controversy which happened in Durham. I mean, Sri Lanka cricket is in deep trouble right now. So my suggestion as a Sri Lanka cricket fan is to bring Angelo Mathews, Dimuth Karunaratna, Dinesh Chandimal, if you can, back in the squad. And it's a must because these young players have to learn from the seniors. Currently, we know Pathum Nissanka doesn't have any experience in that opening order. Now he's going back with Kusal Perera. We need a solidified opening pair coming up for the ICC Cricket World 2020 World Cup coming up this year. We need a player like Angelo Mathews that can save matches along with Wanidu Hasaranga this year. We need those kind of caliber players to join this side. I know Dimuth Karunaratna might not fit this 2020 squad, but at least he can help us in the 50-50 over work squad at least. Why are they dropping players like this? I seriously don't know. And when it comes to bowling, so we know now Dushmanta Chamir has come back into form against England in this England ODI in 2020 series. So along with him, we need now we have a good attack now. Winura Fernando also has been performing well along with Dushmanta, and we need to give Winura Fernando more chances, more opportunities, especially in leading to the 2020 World Cup, because he's a potential bowler. He's a potential fast bowler who can swing the ball very well. And we saw that against that dismissal of David Malan, especially. Along with him, I know that Banindu Hasaranga has been impressive, number 4 right now, currently in 2020 rankings, updated today. Along with him, we need a spinner like we need Akila Dhananjaya or Lakshan Sandakam or even Jaya Vikrama, who performed well in the test series, to actually come up. We need a second spinner for this upcoming 2020 World Cup in UAE. It's unnecessary because, and we know Akila has been struggling since he has remodeled his action. But at least Sandakan also was in the top 10 of the ICC Cricket 2020 rankings right now. Why isn't he given more chances? I know he leaks runs. He is a bit more economical than Manindu Hasaranga, but he will gradually improve if he's being given more chances in the squad. We need a plan because Vanidu also can be an all-rounder. And then we have Chamika Karunaratna. Why they have to give these players more chances? I mean, bring in Charita Salanka, Chamika Karunaratna to the squad. Give them more opportunities so that they will be more experienced later on coming up. Because we only have 6 months, 5-6 months. And since Thisara Perera also retired, we don't have a power hitter. We need at least Dasun Shanaka or Wanindu Hasaranga to step up because of this. Because he's feeling a big void in the Sri Lanka cricket right now. Those 30 or 40 runs off about 15 or 20 balls is very valuable right now, leading to the World Cup, because we have to play a qualifier. And if we win that Group A, we have to play against the likes of Australia, Pakistan, New Zealand, and West Indies. And we know all 4 teams have destructive players. I mean, Pakistan, Baba Azam, um, Shoaib Maksud, Mohammad Rizwan. Then we talk about West Indies. All 9 of them can bat. All 9. Even the bowlers can bat. Dwayne Bravo, we know. We know Chris Gale will definitely be in the squad. Andre Russell will be in the squad. Kyron Pollard, who's the captain, who smashed 6 sixers of the Akila Dhananjaya in that 2020 match. So we are actually in real danger. So right now, Sri Lanka has to solve all these issues. Don't bring out contract issues to the public, because this is and social media, because this is actually making the players this affects the Sri Lanka cricket players mentality especially. So it's a big issue, and they need to solve it right now. It doesn't matter, give them tour contracts as long as the Sri Lankan cricket players aren't discouraged. Because right now we are in a big controversy because of Kusal Mendes, Danushka Gunatilaka, and Nirosan Dickwella being banned by SLC for 1 year. And also, we must bring back seniors. At least bring back Angelo Mathews to the squad. I know that Angelo Mathews has personal issues with the contract. But please, SLC board, I beg you, please solve this issue immediately. We need Angelo Mathews back. We don't want him to retire. This will be a big upset for me and the Sri Lanka cricket fans if he actually goes on and considers international retirement. And also Dinesh Chandimal, he was a former captain of Sri Lanka cricket. Why can't we bring Lasith Malinga back? They are talking about his fitness issues. He himself said in an in a YouTube channel along with TM Dilshan that he can bowl 24 deliveries straight. Non-stop he can bowl. Why can't we give him more? I know he's a veteran. Even though he can't run the 2 kilometers, or if he doesn't pass the yo-yo test, doesn't mean that he cannot bowl 4 overs in the 2020 match. That is absolutely that's nonsense. I would say like that. Lasith Malinga is a key player, especially. At least give him one chance. This is surely his last 2020 World Cup, and he said he can help Sri Lanka cricket. It's just because of this fitness regulations put up by the SLC that he cannot come back to this squad. So please understand. I beg, yes, to the Sri Lanka Cricket Board to actually consider these seniors coming back to the squad. We need them. We need seniors back, as all Sri Lanka cricket fans are calling. Currently, we are facing a qualifier coming in October in Oman for the World 2020, and most likely we are going to face a qualification in the ICC Cricket World Cup 2023. So these are bad times in Sri Lanka. I think this is the worst point in Sri Lanka cricket right now. So if we want to rebuild, first of all, we need local coaches back. I mean, not take all the foreign coaches back, but we need a local head coach, because right now only Bangladesh, Zimbabwe, Afghanistan only have foreign coaches. To rebuild this cricket, to make this next transition of cricket, Sri Lanka cricket players legends, we need a local coach back. We definitely need right now, because we know under Mickey Arthur we have lost the last 4 series. So this is unacceptable. Right now we are in a dilemma of actually uh, being in the bottom, rock bottom of cricket right now. So this is a real dilemma. We need to sort this out immediately, and we must reduce the domestic clubs also from 24 teams. I think Sri Lanka, Aravinda De Silva and the technical committee are working on that right now, and the advisory committee. So I hope they at least make it to 4 or 5 teams, like as Imran Khan did as Prime Minister of Pakistan, to reduce the domestic club structure to 4 or 5 teams, because we won't see competitive cricket if the 24 domestic teams play each other in 2 groups in Sri Lanka cricket right now. So yeah, so I'll end it right there. So thank you so much, everyone. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the notification bell on as well, and please like my channel and share it. Thank you so much. Goodbye, guys.